And New York has got to get some yards here. Two wide receivers on a 4th down and 5. St. Clair just knocked away. Looking for Studwell up the middle, and San Francisco is going to do it. Austin Broadway twice in the 4th quarter knocked down what would have been a 1st down catch. And you could have called pass interference there. And some New York Knight fans are going to be pretty upset when they watch the tape tomorrow. Broadway definitely got in the way of Studwell's route. And that is worth examining further later down the road. San Francisco. This might be one of the most impressive road victories of any team in league history. To go cross-country to a state where you've never won before. You're 0-1 coming off a loss to Oklahoma City. The Knights are mad after losing to the Crabs yet again, as you look at Brunson's Knights, 7 catches for 101 yards. And what do? You return the opening kickoff for a touchdown. You lose your starting gold running back, and you still hold the Knights down and end up winning this game. The Knights will not get this football back. There is 13 on the play clock. Now officially under 40 seconds, the New York Knights. It's incredible to say that the New York Knights have now lost 4 straight home games and fall to 0-2. They started last winter 0-3 before missing the playoffs. And as the fans file out of Metro Stadium, this place is absolutely in shock. Dan and Peter will have your post-game report coming up from the 2K Sports Studios back in San Antonio. The Bulldogs beat the Knights tonight, 29-23.
And that will do it for tonight's game. The Bulldogs come out on top, 29-23. With this one in the books, let's take a look back at some of the action. That was an exciting game. So let's not waste any time in getting to the highlights in our post-game show. Let's start this one on the first play from scrimmage in the second half. Number 33 is going to take this one to the outside, and once he gets the corner, it's a foot race. A 62-yard touchdown for the home team. The Knights climb back into the game, now down by 2. After driving 45 yards on 8 plays, Epstein comes on for the field goal try. Good spot, and this one is right through, no sweat. The Knights connect on their second field goal. Midway through the third, the Bulldogs trailing by 1. Terry is going to run a great route here. Have a look as he creates some space and is able to bring this in. They take their first lead of the half and go up by 6. The Knights still midway through the third quarter. Russell would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Knights down 26-20. Number 33 is going to get the carry here as they grind it out on the ground, and he makes the most of this one. That set up an easy 24-yard field goal. The Knights climb back again and are now down by 3. The Bulldogs, later in the fourth, number 7, would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Unfortunately, the drive stopped shortly afterwards, and they had to punt it away. Midway through the fourth, the Bulldogs out in front by 3. Epstein sets up for a long one here, and he's got plenty of oomph behind this one. It's through the uprights. The Knights, late in the fourth quarter, number 3 would find his target on this one. Unfortunately, they couldn't capitalize on the big play, and they turned the ball over on down. And that's how we'll round this one out. The Bulldogs squeaked out a win, 29-23. Finally, let's give it up for our 2K Sports Player of the Game.
Number 7 dominated the game like a true legend. What a performance! And I have no doubt that this isn't the last time he'll showcase his talents. We'll be hearing much more from this guy as time goes on.
For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
The Baltimore Crabs hand the New York Knights their 4th straight home loss as the defending champs fall to 0-2. In their first 5 games after winning championships, the Knights are now 0-5 all time, as San Francisco jumped out to a 13-0 lead and briefly looked back down 20-19 in the third quarter, but San Francisco kept their composure all night long and won the football game, despite getting outgained 433-360, and despite losing their gold star rookie running back, Keanu Tuiasosopo, for 7 weeks. They got 76 rushing yards on the night despite that, and they actually had more passing yards than New York. Never would have thought I would have said that. 6 for 18 on third down, but New York was just a pathetic 3 for 14. And in the red zone, both these teams went in twice and came away with no touchdowns. Any touchdowns on any one of those possessions would have helped either one of these teams get the victory tonight. 72 plays for San Francisco, 37 rush, 35 pass. That's as balanced as you can get. Field position was better. The flags were mostly kept in the pocket tonight. New York, like in the championship game, loses the turnover battle to San Francisco, but Bulldogs got the last laugh tonight. Jasper Hart with a rating of 105.5, 24 of 34, 284, did not turn the ball over. West St. Clair had 2 interceptions tonight. Each quarterback was sacked once. Jason Candidate, it was rough. It wasn't pretty, but 28 carries for 75 yards. That is a heck of an effort by a non-star, particularly against a champion defense. Park Hee-Chol, 22 carries, 148 yards, but take away his 62-yard run, 21 carries, and 86 yards. So roughly about 4 yards a carry. A pretty decent day for Hee-Chol. Before Tuiasosopo got hurt, just 4 carries for 5 yards. Pittman came in for New York, had 25 yards on 3 carries. Lots of receiving numbers here. Park Hee-Chol with 12 receptions, 102 yards, but he had 7 catches for 77 yards about, I believe, midway through that second quarter, so he kind of slowed down a bit. Xavier Brunson got hot, 7 catches for 101. Dolman, his best game as a Bulldog, 6 catches for 71 yards on 6 targets. Chambers, 5 for 58. Legacy, 5 for 30, but was targeted 11 times. And Studwell, 4 for 53. Just couldn't get it going in the second half, which has been a problem with Studwell and the Knights. Andrew Ball and Bobby Law finished with 10 tackles, so Law now has 22 on the season. McCoo had 9. Salvador had 9. Dorsett had 5 and defended 4 passes. Dorsett was really tremendous all night against the pass as San Francisco wins by 6. So it's the Bulldogs, not the Knights, at 1-1. Now, what will San Francisco do? Will they be able to sign David Baja? Will it be a comeback of Michael Urban, or will we see San Francisco try to upgrade at another position and grind it out at running back, just as they did 3 seasons ago when Jasper Hart got hurt and the team went to the playoffs and was 1 point away, an extra point miss away from making the championship game that year. This team knows how to adjust better than anybody during the regular season, it seems. We'll see what San Francisco's next move is throughout the week. Meanwhile, for the Knights, a lot of work to do. From all of us in Buffalo, I am Commissioner Cameron Irvine saying good night. We'll see you back here Saturday, Minneapolis and OKC.